when your whole world revolves around helping folks and you can't help that one, and it's obviously, tearing her up, it's difficult to deal with.
I can still see faces and scenes that I've seen, years ago. I'll still have dreams about them every now and then.
It's not all the glory and fame of being a firefighter, running into burning buildings and pulling babies. It's not all that. It's again meeting people where they're at, and when they need something that no one else can really provide, taking the opportunity to do those things that they need.
I come in every third day, and of course I try to have a positive attitude. I mean, it's hard not to have a good time at this job.
Pull that rope. Okay, come over here. Let's pull the rope. Pull the rope.
You never know what to expect. Those tones go off, and it's something. It's a different problem every time. Everybody's problem is different for different emergencies, and it's their emergency. Of course it's not my emergency, but it's their emergency, and it's made me more of an empathetic person, and I've always felt that way anyways. I always wanted to be in a job where I serve. PTSD could have an effect on them as a rookie. And then somebody might go through their career 25 years and have seen and experienced a lot of things. And then there's that one call, or there's an accumulation of calls over years, and that it might trigger some hard thing to understand in the human mind. And you just never know what's going to trigger somebody.
PTSD is something the military deal with or police deal with. It's not seen as something that we really deal with. I don't question its existence. I just never had even crossed my mind because it's just not part of our culture. We're supposed to be these big burly firemen who handle everything.
I've been involved in some fatality fire where kids were involved, and I knew the family personally, and it bothered me. Once you see it, it's in your head forever. I mean, you can't ever get it out. Finding a deceased body in the fire, I mean, it's pretty horrible. It's pretty, it's pretty graphic. People don't see that. It's not normal to see another human being cooked.
I had a vehicle go past me, probably at 70 miles an hour, and the mirror was like 3 or 4 feet from my face on that side of the road, and it would have knocked my head off my shoulders. When we get out there during the ice storms, we'll have one come up pretty soon. You're working, and then you start hearing cars slide, and you're like, oh Lord, and because you don't know where they're coming from or where they're going to end up at. By far, the highway is the most dangerous place.
I'm a pretty callous kind of guy, and that comes from all the years of doing this. I've kind of made myself callous to a lot of situations. I don't let myself get emotionally involved. I take the job or task at hand. We do the best we can to take care of that patient and get them where they need to be so they can get better care. When I'm done with that patient, I try to think twice about them. We may come back and we may talk things out, here and there, but I won't come back and just openly just bring out something or talk about something.
They see the sins of the world. They see the horrors of the world. They see what people can do to each other, as well as how accidents can happen and how life can be really sour. But they also see what people do to each other, and that can be very disheartening. When you first start doing these, everyone's hesitant because they don't know how much trust they can put out there to be honest and revealing about their emotions, their thoughts, their feelings. We do provide information and education about the value of doing that, and then they get to make a choice. You're going to see a variety of things in every department, a variety of preferences and a variety of coping styles, and that's okay.
I've never been to the point where I needed to really go, I guess, to a psychiatrist or go and really, or not just a psychiatrist, but to find somebody to help me sort through things. I've always been able to sort through them. I pray about it and I go on.
If I ever talk, I'll talk to the guys as a group. But if there is something that bothers me, I'll either talk to one of the guys I trust, telling information to the most. I'll talk to him one-on-one, or I'll go to my captain. But, I very rarely have had to do that.
Cut up and laugh and distract yourself for a little bit until somehow your brain, your body processes through it. I don't know how all that happens and how that works, but for me, it's how I've always been.
Everybody has their own ideas of what sounding board they prefer, I think everybody has to deal with things the best way they can, for themselves, that works best for them.
When you're here, you're a firefighter paramedic, and when you're not here, you're still a firefighter paramedic.